Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you a build order for the Rus, and this one is a Knights and Second Town Centre build order. So essentially what this is going to do is give you a little bit of protection with these really strong Knights. You can also go on the attack and be annoying with your Knights, but it's also going to give you the opportunity to get a good economic advantage over your opponent. So first thing we do is you send 5 of these starting villagers to sheep. One of them goes to make a hunting cabin by the woodland there. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. And then the first villager to come out is going to go and make a house. Now those 2 builders are going to go over to wood. And once they've finished that, you don't want to be in this influence here because this hunting cabin actually gives you gold. Generates gold based on the number of trees in this influence. So yeah, you don't want to be chopping those trees down. So they're going to go over there, and then all new villagers from this point are just going to go into the or onto, I should say, the sheep. And as you can see, we're making a scout from the hunting cabin. General meta with the Rus is probably 3 scouts, but I only go for 2 here just because it can be quite expensive, and to be honest, I have quite a few issues trying to actually micro 3 scouts and grow an economy. So, because essentially what we need to do with the Rus is just collecting some sheep, but essentially what we need to do is to find all the deer patches and start hunting them with the scouts, because each time we do hunt the deer, we're actually going to gain 10 gold just down to the Rus's bounty bonus, which is really strong. Actually, it's very good. So that on top of the hunting cabin that's going to generate gold gives you a very good boost. So we've just initially gone around, found a load of sheep, brought them back. It's important that you do get quite a good number of sheep found before you go off with one of your scouts or your starting scout to start hunting the deer. Now that one's killing all this sort of deer that's close to my base, and the other one has gone forward, is trying to find the enemy deer. And we're going to try and kill all their deer, because certainly if you're coming up against the Rus, what you want to be doing as the opponent is to kill your deer before the Rus player can. So not only are we going to be generating gold, when we do get this bounty, it unlocks some tier systems, which as we can see, tier 1, which we've just got, is at 100 bounty. Villagers harvest food 5% faster, and hunting cabins generate gold every 27 seconds. And there's multiple tiers, so once we get up to 250 we'll hit tier 2. Gather rate goes up to 10%, and the hunting cabin rate goes to 24 seconds. So we got 11 on sheep. We took 3 of those off and we're making a Kremlin. And new villagers, the next 2, so one of them's out already, have gone to stone. And then after that we're going to send another 5 villagers over to wood, so we're going to end up with 7 villagers on wood. So the Kremlin acts a bit like a keep, so you want to get it in a place where it's going to be protecting your economy a little bit. So at the moment it's protecting the stone and the berries. Probably could have placed it a bit further back, perhaps protect that gold instead of the stone. But just keep going around with your scouts, keep picking off these deer, keep getting this bounty bonus there. So as you can see, we've taken 2 deer patches. I've not found this back one yet, and I'm saving that one for later. So that's pretty much all we're doing at the moment, just sending 7 villagers over to wood. So once the Kremlin's built, speed it up a little bit. Once the Kremlin's built, 1 villager is going to make a stable, the other 2 are going to go over to gold, and then that stable builder is going to go over to gold as well. And we should have a good enough economy to be able to keep producing constant Knights. We did get forestry on the way up as well, which is a technology from the lumber camp. Just speeds up the rate it takes to chop down trees. So once we've got the 7 on wood, we've started sending more villagers to gold, so we've just sent another 2. So we've got 4 on gold, stone, sorry, not gold. 4 on stone at the moment, and we're going to send another 2 or 3. So we're going to aim for 4 or 5 new villagers onto the stone. So 6 or 7 in total. I think we actually do 6 in this example, just how it works out. Because essentially what we're doing at this point is just waiting to try and get enough resources together for a second town centre. So as you can see, we are making Knights as well from as soon as that stable came up. And the town centre costs 400 wood and 300 stone, so very expensive. As you can see, we're almost there. So we're going to actually drop off all the stone with these villagers, and we're going to start moving into position. We're going to build that town centre here, so it's going to offer a little bit of protection for the berries and the gold there. So once we've done that, we're going to send 2 more villagers over to the wood, and then we're going to send 2 to gold, and then essentially it's a case of just keep making knights, keep growing your economy however you see fit, and then yeah, that's it really. So just going to send 2 more to gold, and then we can see what we do with this little army of knights that we're slowly getting together. They do take a while to produce. So there we go, we've got quite a few villagers on gold now. I don't think I've actually sent the villagers to gold, but I should have done. I've sent them to food instead. I should have sent them to gold, so a little mistake there. But you can go on the raid, go on a little raid, start attacking the enemy, start picking off villagers on wood lines where you can, and that, my friends, is that. So at this point we're just going to keep booming the economy, getting some farms down, and getting the upper hand in the game. As you can see, we've got a wooden fortress there. That gives us a good little boost for the wood gathering as well. So that's quite important. I think it drops off an extra 20% wood. So whenever a villager drops off 10 wood or whatever, it drops an extra 20%, which is fantastic. But yeah, that's it guys. Do remember to subscribe and like the video, and I shall see you on the next one.